I think we're live. Hey everybody, Tamara here, and y'all, halfway mark, NaNoWriMo. How are you doing? Right now we're listening to Nourish, which is a royalty-free YouTube channel, and it's their good vibe. And I don't know, I like to start these with some music. Can you hear me? I hope you can. Let me look at this link here. So I like to have the live stream link up to make sure that it's actually streaming. Wiping my glasses off because I can't see. Interesting. All right, so are there people here? Okay, coffee, you're sweet. Persephone can hear me. Amber sounds like us last week. Well, girl. Like, I didn't even finish doing my coffee because I was so very late. So, excuse me while I sit here and blend up my bulletproof coffee because I'm back on the keto train. Because, y'all, weight loss is hell. All right, so I'm mixing up this coffee concoction, which is like very strange when you explain it, but it's heavy whipping cream, butter, and MCT oil, and some vanilla flavor. It's kind of frothy, like a frappuccino when you're done. All right, Stephanie's gonna be back. She's gonna eat some dinner, have something delicious for me. Tonight, I think I'm gonna make meatloaf, maybe some cauliflower rice and some veggies on the side. All right. I have a little stand for this. I love this little frothy whipping thing. I got it for like, what, $10 or something from Amazon. And I absolutely love it. Pour this into here. And maybe I will feel a quarter human. Maybe I can level up to like half blood status. I do not feel like a wizard, Harry. I am so tired, y'all. Oh my goodness. The amount of sleep that I did not get last night. I even thought briefly about canceling this, especially when I couldn't get the stream to work. But I thought, you know what? Since I still haven't edited the vlog for this week, or, well, the vlog that was supposed to go up this week, yeah, easy sentences are apparently very confusing for me. But since I didn't get that up, I was like, I should really do the stream. All right, I'm going to share this link out. How are y'all doing? Are you doing Nano? And if so, how's it going for you? Are you still trying it out? Have you quit? What's happening? With me, I am still doing Nano. I am behind, and I'm not too worried about it. I'm being a Nano rebel this year and just kind of doing what I want. My favorite part of Nano is really being able to write with other people. Excuse me. So sorry. So sorry. I should have like covered my mouth and moved away from the mic. I forgot. But yeah. Why is there a purple light on my hand? Wow. Clearly, I'm going to be easily distracted. Holy crap. Still don't know where the light's coming from. Anyway, so yeah, I'm doing kind of like a Nano rebel thing. I finished the novella. I'm finishing my cozy novel, and if I have time, I want to start a different novella that I have an idea for. And I'm not really worried about word count, which I know that's That's not how this works. It's not how any of this works, but it's how I'm working, because I don't care about the word count. I care about finishing products. And since I'm doing this as a profession and I'm trying to consistently write, I don't feel like I need to develop the habit. Do you know what I mean? Like in years past, I would use Nano as a way to kind of reboot myself and jumpstart myself to like finish stuff before the end of the year to go into the new year, right? But this time around, I don't really feel that need. I feel like even though I don't write every single day, I write pretty consistently. So I'm good with that, you know. I'm good with not writing literally every day, but writing most days of the week. Because with most jobs, you don't work every single day. So if I take a day or two off from writing, or even 3, I'm okay with it. And if I have a day where I try to write and it just doesn't work out, I'm still okay with it. Because sometimes writing just doesn't happen. But I feel I have failed if I don't at least make the effort. You know what I mean? So I'm tweeting this link out and I'm sharing it. Hopefully some folks will come. I'm so glad for you who are here. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Did y'all know that I've reached over 1,300 subscribers? Like, thank you, because I am consistently inconsistent and I realize that. And I don't know, thanks for wanting to see my dumb face say words about books and writing. Thank you. It makes me feel really good. I'm like, they like me. So thanks, y'all. Wow, love that cough. It's very sexy. It feels great in my chest. So next Thursday is Thanksgiving. Look, I'm looking at my wall calendar right here, like my erase board, but it's still October. I started to clean it off and it wouldn't erase. I don't know what's up with this board, so that sucks. So I have to use like some board erase crap, and I just didn't because I forgot. All right, so next week is Thanksgiving in the US, next Thursday. So I probably don't want to live stream, because even though we won't be with our family because we're here in Hawaii and everyone else is on the mainland, I still either want us to have like, you know, delicious dinner and stuff, or what I really like to do is go camping. If you've been around here even a little bit of time, you know that I have like this eternal struggle to try to get us camping, and it never pans out. But I want to go camping. I want to go to this one beach camp because it's freaking gorgeous and I just love it. It's not expensive. I think is it 30? It's either 30 or 50 for the weekend. And I love going there, you know, and I'd really like to just like pack up a Thanksgiving feast, not really a feast, but you know, enough for 2 people, and go and freaking camp, bro. So what say you with me streaming maybe on Wednesday instead of Thursday of next week? Let me know. All right, I think I have shared this in all the places that people possibly could care. Stephanie's doing good, currently at 30K, trying to get a buffer build up so I don't get up behind around Thanksgiving. Right on. On track with editing. Excellent, Amber. To hell with word count. Writing first, word count second. That's what I'm talking about, Creative Coffee. That's what I'm screaming. That's what I'm doing, making Nano work for me. You know, this is what? Let me see. This is my 10th, I think it's my 10th nano, or not 10th. Anyway, it's my too many nanos that I can't even remember the number. So I feel like at this point, I don't really necessarily have to be attached to the idea of doing it exactly the way that it's supposed to be done, you know? I think that there is a lot of room to just do what you need to do. And again, my favorite part is the community. Just like with YouTube, my favorite part of YouTube is the community. Like, I love being a part of AuthorTube and BookTube and chatting with people, like here in the off YouTube, you know, and like chatting in the comments and things like that. Like, that's why I do this. I am certainly not great at editing, and I wish I was, but I'm just not. I try. I have fun with it, but you know, I look at some people's videos, I'm just like, wow, how do you? And can you teach me? Because I don't know. I do want to change it up a bit for my editing for 2019. Also, it's very weird to say 2019. How did that happen? But yeah, I'd like to change it up some for 2019. And because I have done Nano for so long, I've kind of figured out what works for me the best. And with me, it's sprints. I love a good sprint. And speaking of, let's do a sprint. Well, it's almost 15 of. That's not enough time for you guys to be ready. Let's do a sprint in like 6 minutes. And it'll just be a 10-minute sprint just to get us warmed up, just to get the blood flowing. I haven't written anything today, so we are writing together today. How many times have I tried to upload or download the update for Scrivener and it just has not taken? Frickin' frack. It's so annoying. I don't know how many times because I tried it yesterday and I thought that it worked, and then I restarted my computer because, you know, like technical support 101, how to turn your computer on and off, and I hadn't. So oh my god, I almost cried. I thought that Scrivener had lost my manuscript because I was looking. When you look at the folders, it'll show you if there's something like in the scene of each folder, right? So there's like a little piece of paper and it looks like something scrawled upon it. So you can just tell if there's something in there. And I was just looking at that and they were all blank. And real panic attack, real panic attack. Oh my God. Okay. We're good. We're fine. Everything's fine. Okay. I'm fine. Everything's fine. I'm a little teary-eyed, but it's just because I just like went from 0 to panicked real quick. Okay, but we're good. We're good. Wow. Y'all don't even know the entire struggle that I've had with this manuscript. And if this would have happened, I think I would have quit. I think I would have quit writing it, like honestly. Okay. Maybe some water. Maybe water. All right, we're good. Wow. That was really dramatic for nothing. Sorry. But I mean, you know, real life feelings. Sometimes they involved tears, I guess. KU Street 24/7. Yeah, right. Y'all don't want to see this mess 24/7. Woo! Shannon just passed the 40K word mark for Nano, trying to finish this book by Tuesday, then on to a new project. Excellent. Hey, Sarah. Glad you're here. goodness, y'all, drama, so much drama. But yeah, so that's what's happening with me. Minor panic attacks over nothing. Scrivener not updating because it's a little bitch, and life. Let's see, what's something that is fun that's happened? Oh my goodness. I don't know. We have been not doing much of anything. Like, we've become the biggest news nerds that ever existed. Like, it's at this point where when the mathematician comes home, I'm like, did you hear about da 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 da? And he's like, did you hear about blah 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 blah? And we're both like, oh my goodness, really? Well, like we're gossiping about the news almost, and it's kind of weird, but it's kind of cute. Maybe, or maybe it's just weird. I don't know. And like last night, we were gonna watch some YouTube, and I was like, hey, what's something like fun, kind of irreverent that you like to watch, that doesn't really have any real world like importance. So we're not just watching the news. And he's like, I like watching the science videos. And I'm like, that's not really, isn't that like something funny? Like just a dummy dumb funny video. He's like, I don't know what to tell you. And I was like, all right then. So we found this video game, or he found it, and it's called Roundabout, and it is absolutely one of the stupidest games I've ever played in my life. You're a limo driver, and your car is spinning in circles, and you're trying to pick people up and navigate them to and fro, and it's dumb. It is so dumb, but it was hilarious. So, and it was free for PS4. So if you're looking for a really dumb game that's fun, have at it. It's very stupid. But it was like, I don't know. We laughed so much. All right. Ooh. All right. So let's sprint for 10 minutes to the top of the hour, starting right now. Write all the words, y'all. Time's up. What did you work on? And Claire messaged me on Instagram. Oh, my nose running. Well, I don't have tissues. Very cute. What'd you work on? How many words did you get? Do you have a favorite line that happened? I am working on a fun scene that involves tarot, or at least fortune telling in a sense. And I had originally written it in one way, and I decided that that felt very kind of cheesy, a little hokey, and I changed it up so that it would make more sense for my main character, Issa, and her auntie Mabel. I just wanted it to be kind of, I don't know, fun maybe. And his Issa's aunt is like the town psychic, and Issa thinks it's all a bunch of malarkey and BS. And I wanted to make the scene something that she could still be skeptical about it if she wanted to be, or there would be room that if she wanted to, she could believe in it. But being who she is, she's like, this is dumb. This is dumb, Auntie. All right, let's see. So I just wrote 356 words. That's cool. I'm going to keep track of the words that I write during the sprints over here, because I just like to see how many words I've written at the end of it. Let's do another sprint at 10 after for 20 minutes. I enjoy 20-minute sprints with like 10 minutes of chatting. That's what I've found works best for me. You can let me know what works best for you. $2.91 on the standard thing I'm doing. Awesome. No idea how many words I forgot to look. As long as you wrote some words, I think that's awesome. 246. I'm working on 2 novels for Nana, trying to beef up the word counts on both work in progresses. Is this from your Big Bad series that I hope to one day see? Please, oh please, oh please. Only got a page because my honorary daughter came over to hang out because she's moving tomorrow. Aw. Moving's so tough. I was lucky that I didn't have to move when I was a kid. Well, I mean, lucky in one sense, unlucky in another, because I mean, we were living in West Virginia, so maybe moving would have been good for us. But I didn't have to like change things too much. But then as an adult, I've moved way too many times. So, hey Autumn, you're still working on the fight scene? Excellent. Keep at it. Like I said, I think you have some good bones there. You'll just have to, you know, go back and edit it, because that's how it works. I don't hate editing as much as I used to, y'all. I know, it's shocking. If you've been here on my channel a little bit of time, then you know that I have been a hater of editing from like jump. I'm not a big fan. But what I'm doing now is like currently my this work in progress has 60,000 word count. And now what I'm doing is going back, editing it, revising it, changing things up, and then reworking to the end. So I haven't put the end on it yet. And I think for me, as like someone who is kind of a plotster or a pantster, where I plot a bit and a pants. So I discovery write and I plot it. It makes sense for me to kind of at some point go back and revise and edit and then continue on, so that I can make everything kind of coherent and work. And that way, at the end of it all, I don't have this huge mess of a draft that I find really frustrating to work with. I think that everyone has to find what works for them, you know? And that's an excellent thing about Nano. It gives you an option, or kind of like implicit permission to like try what you want to try and do what you need to do and see what works, right? Because like Nano is the whole 1667 words a day to get to 50,000 at the end of the month, right? But if you're someone that you find that writing every single day doesn't necessarily work for you, so you like to maybe you like to write every 2 days or 3 days, maybe you like to save your writing for the weekend, maybe you like to kind of split your writing up and do it in the morning before everyone gets up, and then you write some more at night when everyone else is asleep in your house, because your house is the madhouse and you can't get writing done while everyone's running around asking you to do stuff, because like you're a mom or you're a kid living at home, and you can't find those quiet times other than like early morning, late at night, right? And you can kind of like work around, figure out what works for you, what time of day works for you, how much writing in a day works for you. Not everyone can write 2,000 words in a day. Sometimes that's a lot. Sometimes for some people, it's like a drop in the bucket. And then with those people, I'm sure or maybe you haven't, but there's like the Millionaire Club, where people try to write 1,000,000 words in the month of Nano, which I don't even know how that works. I couldn't begin to. That's just, God love them, but I cannot imagine. It's like, I don't know. I have kind of issues with my wrists, and also I just don't think that my brain produces that many words in a day. Like, it just doesn't happen. How do they do it? I don't know, but that clearly works for them, right? So for me, I like to kind of pants a large chunk of my manuscript and just let it go, let it go, let it go. And then once I'm nearing to the end, I like to go back and start weaving in the ideas that I had while I was writing, and like dropping the breadcrumbs and the ideas in it and crafting it out, so that then when I get to the end, I can write the end and it'll make sense. And I'll have edited a bunch of beginning, so now that isn't such a dumpster fire to try to put out. Or, that's what I try to think. Hashtag they lying. Hashtag Nana crazies. Ooh, you got a good bit written. Awesome. Not a fan of video editing. I like there's certain YouTubers that they're as aesthetic. I'm just like, how, like old, and I'm so old school, like Mitchell Davis. I love his editing, even when he is not really or it looks like he's not trying to edit. His editing is beautiful. Or do y'all watch Kick the PJ? Yeah, he does a lot of like animations, and his stuff's just so cool. And I'm like, how? But I think they both went to film school, which I wish would have taken a few classes now, or maybe I could in my old age, but nah. I don't get to write on weekends usually, so I try to get my words through Monday through Friday. See, exactly. And that works for you. I try to write every day. I do try. That's like a goal, but I don't I don't beat myself up if it doesn't work out. And like on the weekend, oof. And there's some days that I'll end up kind of like on my soft couch, as I like to, or soft office, my couch back here, and I'll just be watching stuff on television, and then every so often I'm writing things. So it's like I'm writing the entire day, but it's just like here and there and here and there, like little bits and pieces, which accumulates, you know? It's kind of like last week when we did the motivational crawl, it all adds up. I'm a minute late for this sprint, but let's do it anyway. Do, 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 do. All right, 20 minutes. Write all the words. Starting now. All right. Time is up. How'd you do? What did you do? I was trying to find the last name of the character that's murdered in the story, and I could not find it. So that's annoying. I hate it when that happens. Apparently, when I created my character list or whatever, I didn't write it in there because I probably couldn't remember and was like, I'll find it later. Well, the problem with later is that eventually later becomes now. And now I don't know his name. I was like, I did the search and I know I gave him a name, but blarg. Just blarg. Let's see. What new stuffs did I write? I I added a bit of new. It's like 151 was totally new words, and then like a new bit of the scene, and then I was just going through and editing stuff that's in there. What I'm doing, because when you're doing like revisions and you're also drafting at the same time, it's really annoying to try to keep track of all the separate changes that you make for Nano. So instead, once this is done, I'm going to look at the original file and see how many extra words I've added, and then just put that into Nano as how many words I've written, because that's just a way to cut down on the shenanigans and the irritation of trying to keep track of every word that I change and every little word that I add here and there. And I don't care if I cut out more than I add, just whatever. It's just a way to kind of like have something to put into the Nano thingy. Uh, it's like right then I wrote the 151, but it was like in a separate area. But underneath of that, I was like moving and changing things and adding and subtracting and this, that, and the other. So I don't really have an accurate number, but it'll be close enough, girl. I'm not pressed. The only thing that I'm interested in, if at the end of Nano, you know how they'll have their sponsors give the Nano winners gifts. If there's like a sweet code for like an upgrade for Windows users for Scrivener to Scrivener 3, because a friend of mine did the beta and she said it was awesome. Because as a Windows user of Scrivener was created for Mac, right? And the upgrade for Windows folks, like it just takes for years, like literal years, not just me being sarcastic and irritated. Like it takes literal years to get those upgrades. So hopefully, yes, Dina, I have won Nano 6 or 7 times or so in a row. So at the end of NaNoWriMo, I think at the last week or so, you're able to start verifying. And what that means is you can either, there'll be like a area where you can either copy and paste like the direct words from your manuscript into the database, and it'll count your words and it'll verify if you've gotten over 50,000. There's also a website that they have available where you can kind of generate, they're not words, it's just like word scramble that's totally nonsensical that you can copy and paste into that area, so it'll count, do your word count, because there's no one who's actually going to be looking at your document. And personally, I don't really see the point in adding my actual documents to the Nano site, because it doesn't do anything. It's just counting the words. So I generally just will put that number in and it'll do the word scramble. And yeah, when it's time, they'll have the link for it, because I don't remember what the website is, but I just use that. So yeah, it's just counting your words to see if you've gotten over the 50,000 benchmark. I just decided my main antagonist is going to kill a lesser antagonist. Ooh, that's juicy. Creative copy. Are your books available in hard copy? Funny story that. Not yet. Blood Roses and Honeysuckles was released September 28th. And my cover designer and I have been going through rounds with Ingram Sparks. That's where I'm going to be distributing my my paperback through. And it's been quite the journey, because it's a new thing for both of us. So what I have to do is like upload a PDF of the cover, upload a PDF of like the inside stuff, right? But with the cover, it has very specific things that it needs, I guess. I don't know anything about that stuff. That's why I hire somebody else to do it, because I don't have anything to do with it and I don't want to deal with it. Sometimes it's just better to put that money out. But as I knew that she was pretty new to cover designing as well, I wasn't like, it's fine that we're making mistakes, but because we make a mistake, like you upload it and it takes about 48 hours for Ingram Sparks to figure out whether or not your document works for the site, and then they send you an email, and then I have to send her an email, and because it's back and forth thing, and I've been kind of very laissez-faire about it, because I don't know, I want the paperback to be available, but I'm also not going to stress her out or me out if things aren't working as quickly or as well as I'd like them to. So, one, yes, it is going to be available in paperback. Two, it's just not there yet. Now, in regards to my poetry collection, that is available in paperback. The Reverie Journal anthology is available in paperback. The Appalachian Terror Trail is not available in paperback. That's totally just ebook. Yeah, Dana. Discount codes are so bomb. There's a wide range of discount codes, and it seems like every year there's something new. So I don't often use everything, but there's always something that I can use. You know what I mean? And everything has like a time frame for it. So, and usually the expiration date is pretty hefty. You have some time to work with. How about in 5 minutes we do a 15-minute sprint? How do you feel about that? Let me see. What else was I thinking about? Oh, did y'all get an email today from Nano that said that their stuff was 20% off? Or did I dream that? I didn't get last year's t-shirt yet. I always kind of get it a year behind. I don't know why. It's just what I do now. Um, but I thought that I saw something. Well, y'all let me know if you saw an email about that. And with Ingram Spark right now, they are doing a um, for like NaNoWriMo folks. So they don't ask specifically if you are in doing nano, but anyway, if you are trying to do your ebook or your paperback through them, um, there's like an initial fee of $50, which can be cost prohibitive if you don't have like, a lot of money. But right now, if you use the code NANO, then it's free. And it's going to be like that until I think they said March of next year. So if any of you are planning on doing some paperbacks and you want to use Ingram Spark, NaNo, NaNo. I think it's in all caps, or at least it was in the email. I don't know if it matters. Wow, I really thought that I saw something about that. Man, did I just dream that? Aw. Also, that's weird. Well, why would I dream about NaNoWriMo? Oh, my brain. I'm going to the NaNoWriMo site at the moment to see if I received a message. Oh, today is ML Appreciation Day. Oh, that's nice. I haven't gone to any of the local stuff. I have been like just straight up 100% hermit. I don't know. I haven't gone to any of like the meetups. Generally speaking, like right now at this time, there's a meetup at a local coffee shop, and I like going to it, but I had already decided that I was going to do these live streams at this time, and I don't know how they'd feel about me being like, "Hey, I'm gonna live stream while we're doing this at the coffee shop." Like, I wouldn't care because I can be shameless, but other people might be uncomfortable, so I'm not gonna use my weird quirks to bring others down. And an email about a 20% off code or some sort or something for NaNoWriMo merch. That's what I was looking for. And I'm still not sure if I just dreamt that or not. So, all right, getting ready for a 15-minute sprint. We're going to do this. We're going to write some good words, have a good time, reconnect with our characters, getting ready to write. We're doing it. Have you ever noticed that 60 seconds can be super long? Okay, let's do this. 15 minutes starting right now. Write all the words, y'all. Time's up, and I'm going to finish this sentence because I will forget the words. How did you do? What did you do? Let me know. Did you have any famous? No, that's not the word. Did you have any favorite sentences that you used? Or did you like a sentence? Yeah, did you like a sentence? If you want to share it, let me know. What was your scene about? Let us into your writing landscape. I am revising the scene where Issa is first in the Mystic Eye bookshop. If you're hearing a weird sound, that is me blending my coffee again because it needs it. I wanted it to be frothy again. I do enjoy a good frothy coffee. By the way, once we're done here, you can hop over to Rebecca's live stream. They're going to be doing Thirsty Thursday writing stream. So I left the link. I think that it's the link of the actual video in my description there. So you can just hop over if you so desire. That's what I'm going to do because I don't know. I'm enjoying being social without actually having to leave the house. Am I right? Let's see. I so I was writing on that and I looked up the last name of the brother and clearly I had it somewhere, but it's a gone now and I don't feel like looking again. So I just found a different one and now it is the last name because the name ends up being important, or at least the family. If you read it, then you'll understand. And if you don't, that's fine. Persephone got 365 words. Excellent. Shannon's serial killer just struck again. When I go home, I'll go to Thirsty too. Amen. Amen. Yeah, this is about as thirsty as I'm getting, at least at the moment. Coffee and water. Exciting. So let's see. How long have we been streaming here? We've been streaming for about 90 minutes, hour and a half. We've done 3 sprints. So the choice is yours. Do you want to do another sprint or do you want to let sleeping dogs lay? I'm going to call this 100 words. I have no idea how many words I just wrote. So again, I'm going to do the thing where I, compare the new word count for the scene to the old word count for the scene, blah, blah, blah. It'll wash out in the wash, as my brother would say. I miss my old cup because I had the larger cup and it would contain more coffee in it. But unfortunately, it had an accident. My floor is very hard tile in here. I put a throw rug on top because the tile itself is kind of this grayish blue that just reminds me of, I don't know, institutions and sadness. So I put this throw over top of it. But even so, when you drop your coffee mug, that throw isn't that soft. And it kind of, it's like, it put a crack down the side of it. And it didn't even chip. But that crack is deep enough that I was like, I don't want to drink from it anymore. And I was going to make a video using the cup, and I haven't thrown it away yet because I'm like, maybe I'll make that video. But really, I think I'm just holding on to the cup and it's dumb, but I really like it. Like, my boyfriend went to throw it away, I think yesterday or the day before, and I was like, wait, no, I might still use it. He's like, but you can't drink from it. And I was like, but I might use it in a video. And he's like, mm-hmm. And I was like, all right. But it's still there. Mug sadness. Seriously. So sad on the inside. So sad. But anyway, do y'all want to do another sprint in 5 minutes, or do you want to chat a little bit and then bid each other adieu? And again, I'm going to do my live live stream next week, next Wednesday. In fact, I'll go ahead and set that up right now, because here in the US, next Thursday is Thanksgiving. Do y'all have any Thanksgiving plans? I don't know what I'm gonna make yet. I've been like watching ketogenic videos and stuff and trying to figure some stuff out. A lot of times at the Safeway that's local, like really close to our house, they'll have just random stuff. Like one year they had like a bunch of goose, and another year they had a bunch of duck, and we are meat eaters, but I tend to like ham for Thanksgiving, but we're trying not to eat pork anymore. So I was like, all right, I need to figure out a meat that is something that we don't eat all the time, but like chicken is of course something we eat all the time, but turkey is kind of lean. So, you know, it wouldn't, like, it's still, of course, it's delicious, but it's like not the best for keto because of how lean it is. But like goose would be pretty good because it's kind of greasy. I was trying to think of what I'm writing, and clearly I cannot do both. I cannot write and also think. So good to know. I think, yeah, next week I'll start this at well, it'll be 2 my time, and that'll be 7 on the eastern coast. Excuse me. All right. So I've created the event, and that'll happen. Ah, delightful. All right. Now let me look at this current stream that we're doing. See what say you? To sprint or not to sprint? Oh, and I'm going to be editing my nano vlog number 2. I'm going to do that actually tonight because I am actual trash and haven't done it yet. And I'm still going to do my Hocus Pocus video. Same reason, actual trash. Haven't done it yet. Put pens in it. That is a good idea. But if you can see my tiny desk, it's a sad state of affairs over here. I think one of my last videos that I made and edited, it was me cleaning my desk, and I kind of need to do that again a lot because it's a hot mess. You put a new mean character on paper. Excellent. Ooh, Autumn's making mac and cheese. Mac and cheese is so good. Is it baked mac and cheese? Because that is the best. But since I won't be eating carbohydrates, I won't be eating mashed potatoes or mac and cheese. I'm probably going to do some type of cauliflower, something or other. I mean, I like cauliflower and all, but I do love a good potato. Stephanie's going to be making dinner for your mom and your husband and yourself. Mm-hmm. Like I said, hopefully we'll be going camping. But we'll see. Last year, I had all of the camping set up and we were planning on doing it. And that is when my tooth tried to kill me and I had to have it extracted. And we could not only could we not go camping, but also everything I made for Thanksgiving had to be like soft and squishy. So there was nothing with any type of crunch or anything like that. It was all like soft and squishy. So it was like, I think I made like mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce. Instead of baking a turkey or something like that, we just got like a deli rotisserie chicken rolls. I mean, it was still tasty, but I felt like I had shortchanged him of like a holiday meal. He was fine with it. He didn't care. I think that legit he just wants a hot meal and he doesn't care what it is. Yeah, no potatoes, no mac, because I've got so much weight to lose. And I love carbs, but my body just doesn't do well with them. And it just like stores them as all types of fats. So, got to adjust. But that's all right. I do enjoy carbs though, and potatoes so much. Potatoes are so delicious. Like, you can use them for anything. They are sincerely a magical and mystical veggie. Wait, Schmeat. You gorgeous girl. Oh, thank you. Mm. But no, I know that I am very big, and it's uncomfortable at this point. Like I don't like this weight for myself. So time to change it. Which sucks. I wish that I could just magically make it disappear and then just go on from there. But it doesn't work like that. I guess it didn't work like that to gain it, so it's not going to work like that to lose it, right? Mm. I tried cutting carbs once. I was miserable. You know, I did it the beginning of this year. I did it for 5 or 6 months. I did really well up to going home to visit my family because like that's like all carbs all the time, all the time, all the time. So, and then once I fell off the wagon, I was just like, nah, and just did not get back on. And that was when May. So, but like at first I was miserable and I was bummed, but then I started finding all kinds of recipes and different ways to make stuff, and it became kind of like an adventure because it was like a fun thing that we were doing together and we were exploring new stuff. So once it became kind of a fun thing to do as opposed to a chore, then it became fun. But at first it was terrible, absolutely horrible. And still, I don't think that there's any really great substitute for bread. There's no substitute for bread that is like low carb. Like there's stuff that tastes okay, stuff that'll kind of sort of pass, but it ain't bread. You could do weight loss vlogs. No, I don't want to do weight loss vlogs. And it's only because I have watched other people's weight loss vlogs and their weight loss journeys. And it's like on YouTube, if you start to gain attention and you're a big person who's trying to lose weight, it's like at a certain weight, the like people stop being so much encouraging as they are incredibly judgmental and kind of cruel. And I just don't want to put myself through that. That's just, I'm uninterested in that aspect of life. I don't want to be trolled by people who are concerned trolling me and telling me how fat I am. Like, I don't know. Like, I get it. And I don't know. And people are very judgmental if you are a big person and you're trying to lose weight and you fall off the wagon and then you like kind of jump back on. I don't know. Very judgmental about being a big person trying to lose weight. So I love some great low carb dishes, but I also love my bread, potatoes, and pasta. Pasta. Oh my goodness. At least with pasta, like I like squash spaghetti is all right, and like making noodles out of zucchini is okay. I haven't tried the shirataki noodles yet, but I've heard that they're kind of weird and they're wet, so I haven't been in a huge rush to try them. Mm. You use Wellbutrin to quit smoking, along with quitting smoking and develop a fear of bread. No, I don't enjoy cake. Not that don't enjoy kicker, but I love none. That's pretty cool. I mean, and congratulations on quitting smoking, because that's a huge, huge thing. I quit smoking like 9 years ago, 8 or 9 years ago, 9, 10. I don't know. Time is relative for me, clearly. Speaking of time, it's 17 after, and I think that we're probably done sprinting here. At this point, we're just chatting, and that's lovely. But I need to write more words, and I'm guessing that some of y'all do too. So thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. I enjoy doing these so much. And thank you for subscribing and clicking the like button and commenting with me and all that good stuff. It's just, you make this fun. You make this enjoyable. And without you, I am just talking to myself. And let me tell you, to talk to yourself on these YouTubes, out here in these YouTube streets for like 2 hours, it's not the best. Not the best. I wouldn't recommend it. 3 years no smoking. Congratulations, Dana. That's awesome. So I am going to go have a bio break, use the bathroom, in other words. And then I'm going to be over on Rebecca's channel. And like I said, I left that link in the description if you want to hop over there, do some writing sprints. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Next week, next Wednesday. Mark your calendar. I'm going to be here. Hope you will be too. Bye.